Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. This video is kind of an intro to me, who I am, and the type of content that you're gonna see on like my Instagram and stuff. I am a 24-year-old female. Just get that out of the way. I currently live in Cibolo, Texas, but I'm very proud of the fact that I was born in Pampa, Texas. If you don't know where that is, it's in the panhandle of Texas, so it's a pretty small town. In fact, some of my family still lives up there currently. And speaking of family, I come from a pretty big family, so you'll probably see a lot of family content. I am gonna be doing book content, or trying to do book content. I used to be a very avid reader when I was little, but I want to get back into it. And one way that I'm doing that is I have my TBR jar. This was inspired by another creator, Tori Varela. I don't know if I'm saying her last name right, but Tori. She does the reading games. With hers, she has her books, a reading curse that she does, and then she also does like where she's reading and pages that she has to read. But this one is just my entire TBR. My rules for it is that if I pull the series, I read the entire series. But if it's been adapted to like live action, some sort of entertainment, whether it be a TV show or a movie, then I'll watch the movie. So like Twilight, for example, I'll read Twilight, then watch Twilight. Read the next book, watch the next movie. That's one of my many nerdy passions, is comparing, I guess. Speaking of nerdy, I am a huge Harry Potter nerd. I love it. I love Harry Potter. I love every book, every movie, everything about it. Another nerdy thing about me is I play Dungeons and Dragons. I love it. I go to Rinfins, so a lot of my content, and I mean a lot, if you already know, you know, there's a lot of doing kind of my original characters content, like dressing up and just making content in character. So I do go to Rinfins quite often. We try to go to one every year. And speaking of my OCs, I am currently writing a book for my biker, Carmen. So you might see some content related to that coming soon. I am a education major at Texas State University. No, Texas A&M San Antonio. In fact, I'm pretty close to finishing, so you'll probably see some classroom content coming up soon. I love to do photography, crochet. I have a Cricut, so you'll probably see quite a few different like artsy things as well. Going back to the OCs, I'm really interested in doing Muliage. If you don't know what that is, that's going to be the special effects makeup specifically for like burns and bruises and like broken limbs. So I love that. I want to continue to get better at makeup, just like in general too, so you'll see the progression myself. I understand that I have quite a huge variety of content that I just listed for y'all right now. But I also have ADHD, if you couldn't tell. But I will never be an ADHD content creator, because there's quite a few out there that I like. But I will always make content based on my interests or my life, so it's gonna reflect that. Um, it's gonna, it's gonna be a lot, and I'm not sorry. I'm never gonna fit into being, like a book influencer or a blank influencer. I'm never gonna be one type of influencer. And so yeah, I'm gonna continue kind of talking about myself and my family. I'm trying to get better at being a content creator. I have joined the influencer club on Texas A&M San Antonio campus, so you'll see content kind of related to that too. I will always be, more often than not, I will be doing something with my family or doing something with someone else. I'm not very confident on my own just yet, but some of the people you'll see are my brother Braxton. He's amazing. I love him. Yeah, he's my little brother. My dad, I'll often talk about him being such an influence of being in the military for 20 years. And fun fact, I'll go ahead and throw this out. My birthday is September 8th, 2001. Yeah. So that's 3 days before 9/11. So even a small town in Pampa in Texas was affected by the events that happened that day. I'll always be so grateful for my dad and for everyone else. He is also law enforcement, so I'm very, love the law enforcement, respect law enforcement. My mom, she is currently a RN nurse, so again, I'll always be like, it's Nurses Week, we'll do it, yeah. My grandpa, who we call Poppy, we love him, he's amazing, Poppy. I'll probably be making content for his upcoming special amazing birthday. I don't know yet. I don't know. I have no clue. Family, I'm sorry. Don't come for me. I'm sorry. And I know it's a lot of lines. I'm trying to think on the top of my head. It's a lot of lines. And my grandma, Nana, we call her Nana. So if I say Poppy and Nana, they're my mom's parents. My dad's parents have since passed. And who else you might see? My aunt and my 2 cousins that live down here. One cousin is my absolute best friend. I call her my sister because she is my sister at this point. And that's about it on who you will more than likely definitely see more than once. Oh, I haven't. So, like I said, I come from a big family. Okay, there's 6 cousins just on one side, and Braxton is the only male grandchild on both sides. He's not the only male grandchild. He's not the only male child, because there's a male great grandchild, male great grandchild. Yeah, my cousin's son on my mom's side. I'll probably always be talking about my mom's side. We're not super close with my dad's side, at least in recent years. So anyone I mention that's family will be mom's side. And there's also my cousin's daughter. So my aunt that lives down here has 2 daughters, Peyton and Rayleigh. Peyton's the one that's like my cousin, and that's like my sister. And then of the family that still lives in Tampa, that's gonna be Nana, Poppy, my other oldest cousin, her daughter, her husband, and then another cousin lives up there that's kind of in between me and Peyton, I think. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, and she has a son. But my other oldest cousin, Dakota, the one that has a daughter, her and her friend Autumn Hunt have own a boutique up in Tampa, Texas called Jade. They have a podcast on Spotify called Jade of All Trades. So you should check it out. Go support them. It's a small business. They're amazing. They have a website. They do t-shirts. And they ship. So it's amazing. So go check it out. Go support them. I absolutely love them. Yeah. Alrighty. I think that should be a lot. It's a lot to take in. I'm a lot to take in. I understand I'm a lot to take in. So yeah, if you have any breakdown of like the book shows, like how Percy Jackson, the first season is the first book, like that, when it gets to it, when I get finished reading series, let me know. I understand I am a lot. I apologize. I'm always going to be a lot. I'm apologize, but I'm not apologizing for who I am. Because that's just who I am. So deal with it. But bye guys. Love you. Love you. I will always say love you even if I don't know who you are because it's just who I am. I am a Christian too. I don't know if I put that in there. So, yeah. But bye guys. Love you. I'm gonna do the typical like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Check out my Instagram in my link in the description below. Enjoy. I also wear hearing aids. I forgot to put that in the video. So this is after the original video. I do wear hearing aids. And so you'll see content related to that as well. And sign language. Because my hope is to one day be a deaf education teacher. That's not what I'm working towards right now, but hopefully one day.